Hi, good afternoon. This is Scott Fortunoff, and I'm here at the secret location. We're taping the lines for the May 2015 release for Studio E, and today we have 12 new lines. These are the lines that we're going to be showing in Minneapolis in the next couple of weeks at the quilt market. So today I'm going to start off with a nice Americana line. This line is called American Anthem, and it has all your traditional red, white, and blue, and stars and stripes. And it is 17 SKUs. This line ships in December. And we have the nice words, God Bless America, in red, white, and blue. And then we have the stars in a couple different variations. And then we have a list of all the states on the red, white, and blue, all 50 states. And we have a stripe to go with it as well. And then a nice little texture, which could be a great blender. In addition to that, we added some new 108s that we have, which I'm going to discuss later in this talk. And these are called Needle and Thread 108. So this line has two projects. The first one is American Anthem Table Set, and in this is designed by Heidi Pridemore. And this has a set of 4 placemats, and the size is 14 by 18, and a table runner is 22 by 64. In addition, we have a quilt. The quilt is American Anthem quilt. This was designed by Heidi, and the size is 75 by 87. These are all free projects available at www.studioefabrics.com. So this is American Anthem, and this ships in December. On the last video, I teased you a little about the newest line from Pepper Corey. This line is called Brushstrokes. So here it is. Now you get to see it. And it's 16 different colors. And this one ships in August. It's going to be ready soon. In addition, we are doing fat quarter bundles where you could buy 4 bundles, come in a box, and you'll get all 16 colors in fat quarter bundles, and they'll have the Studio E ribbon and a nice tag on them as well. So we have 16 new colors. We have parchment, mushroom, pewter, gold, tangerine, crimson, lotus pink, mulberry, bark, raven. Of course, we have kale, shamrock, sprout, indigo, Bahama blue, and horizon blue. And I happen to have a sample here. And if you look over here in the back, you could see a whole bunch of the samples that we had sent to the office to make some things for our booth at market. So here you go. Look how nice it looks. Everyone we've shown this to so far really likes it. And then here's the free project. The free project is Brushstrokes Quilt 1. This was designed by our own Megan Downer, and this will be a free download on our website. Brushstrokes by Pepper Corey, shipping in August. If you remember Natural Wonders, this is the follow-up by Elizabeth Isles. Elizabeth Isles, created by the sea. Same sort of concept with the printed batik type look, which is what we're going for here. This is 15 SKUs. This one ships in January. And you can see all the beautiful shells and little underwater creatures and plants that are under the sea. You have this blue story, blue and purple and green. And then you have this nice red, orange, and green. I'm going to show you the panel. So look how nice this panel came out. It has the crabs, the horseshoes, all different kind of shells, all different neat little things. And we have some great projects. Let's go to the projects. So we have the By the Sea quilt, number 1 and number 2. And these are the same pattern, but they're using the 2 different color stories. These are designed by Heidi Pridemore, and they're 55 by 63. And then we have By the Sea quilt number 2, also designed by Heidi Pridemore, and this is 55 by 63. So we're very excited about this line because Natural Wonders was such a success. And in fact, we reprinted Natural Wonders, and it's going to continue as a basic. And check out the quilt. We made the quilt from Natural Wonders, and it came out really beautiful, and it does really look like a batik. So we imagine there are going to be some beautiful projects with this, and send them in. We'd love to see them and post them up on our website. Sticking with the sea theme, we have Count With Me. This is by Diane Eichler. Diane Eichler did ABC Safari, which was similar colored line. And this line ships in October, and it is 15 SKUs. We have a nice 36 by 44 inch panel, which is great. You could just put something on the back, and you have a nice crib-sized quilt. And then we have the numbers and a little stripe using the numbers and different animals, the whale print, some toss prints, and then we have the book panel. We always do great with the book panels, and look how beautiful this texture background of different sea creatures is, and little water. It came out really nice. So it's a nice counting book for the kids. And in addition, we have the Just Colors that go perfectly with this line. These are just added on basics When you order the whole collection, those are not included. You do have to add those on separately. And of course, if you buy the whole collection, you can get 12-yard cuts or 15-yard cuts. So let's talk about the projects. The first project is Count With Me Quilt 1. This is designed by Heidi Pridemore. And this one uses the 36-inch panel right in the middle and not too many other fabrics, so it looks like it shouldn't be too hard. So here's a pieced quilt. This is Count With Me Quilt 2. This was designed by Heidi Pridemore. It's really nice and cute. So that's Count With Me by Diane Eichler. 15 SKUs, ships in October. Oh, and let me just show you. Look how nice the 36-inch panel came out. It's really nice with rich, bright, positive colors. Next up, we're changing themes. Now we're on the bicycle theme. Enjoy the Ride. This is by Jennifer Brindley. This is 17 SKUs, and this ships in January. So we're definitely going to enjoy the ride on this one. Look at these beautiful colors, great color palette, and the fun bicycles with the little flowers, and great dots. You know, the dots, we kill ourselves to make really sophisticated prints, and the dots are usually the best seller. It's kind of a joke that we have in the office. We brought a chevron in a couple different colors, so you have your kind of purple story, your blue story, and your kind of purple and green story. So let's go to the projects. We have two projects. We have Enjoy the Ride Quilt 2 by Heidi Pridemore. That's a piece quilt, and then another piece quilt, Enjoy the Ride Quilt number 1. So that's Enjoy the Ride. That's Jennifer Brindley. This is ships in January, 17 SKUs. Let's not forget about the panel. Just wanted you to see how that lays out in the actual size, see how nice it looks. And next up, we have Happy Camper. So this is by DTK Signature. If you don't remember DTK Signature, they're the ones who made Cheeky Pumpkins, which is one of our most successful Studio E lines ever that we're really excited about, and we hope to keep the momentum going. So this is 12 SKUs, this line, and it ships in January of next year, believe it or not, 2016. So here we go. We have a whole bunch of different campers. This is not a panel. It's running yardage. It has a P for panel, but it is running yardage. So this is just showing the layout of the squares. Here's a little map, a stripe, little floral, kind of an outdoor scenic, an all-over print with words. Words have been doing really well lately, so we've been selling a lot of those with all of our lines. So let's go to the projects. Here we have Happy Camper Quilt 1. You have the two color stories on that. And then basically you're going to get an added bonus since the running yardage piece has 4 rows and the quilt only uses 3 rows. You're going to have an extra row, and this is kind of a freebie extra project, and it's a little wall hanging. They're calling it the bonus wall hanging. So there you have it, Happy Camper by DTK Signature, 12 SKUs, ships in January 2016. And here's the panel that I was talking about. You see the 4 rows. You'll use 3 of them in the first quilt project, and then you use the extra one for the bonus wall hanging. All right, next up, Heart Song by Whimsies and Wishes. This is the same woman that did Blessings 1, 2, and 3, Paisley Romance, Pirouette, Crystal Palace, and Winter Memories. For all the sales reps watching this, we now added on the backs of the cards different lines by the same designer, which is very helpful to remind people of the certain lines made by this designer, and if they did well, they could see that, and maybe they want to continue. So this is Heart Songs, Whimsies and Wishes, 14 SKUs. This ships in October. So the concept here is Tiffany blue with blacks and grays. It really pops. It looks really sharp. And you have this nice 6-inch repeat, just a regular print, and the little kind of scroll pattern. And then you have a stripe, and then you have the big panel. This is a 24-inch panel, not 36. And then you have another stripe and more coordinates to go with it. So let's talk about the projects. First up, we have Heart Song Quilt 1. This is designed by our own Megan Downer, and this one uses the panel right in the middle, nice and clean project. And then we have Heart Song Quilt number 2, also designed by Megan, and this is just a pieced quilt. So 2 different versions, the Tiffany blue and then the black with the gray, and black and gray continue to do very well. So this is Heart Song. This is by Whimsies and Wishes, 14 SKUs, ships in October. Here is the panel for this line. And once again, this is a 24-inch panel. All right. Next up, we have Kimono Garden by Pippa Moon. This is 12 SKUs and ships in December. And Pippa Moon did Floor Logic and Diary of a Geisha. This is an Asian-inspired line, which is Pippa's specialty. And look at these rich purples and soft grays and browns, nice rich browns. But what's nice is these go so well with the peppered cottons. So this line is 12 SKUs. You could buy the whole collection in 10-yard cuts. It's 120 yards, not a huge investment. And then you could throw in some 10-yard cuts of the peppered cottons to go with it. Look, beautiful butterflies and nice florals. But let me show you how this floral lays out so you could see what it really looks like. So that shows you kind of the whole layout of that pattern, which is pattern 3100, color 52. So now let's talk about the projects. So first up, we have Kimono Garden Quilt number 1. This was designed by our own Megan Danner. Nice piece quilt in the brown version. And then we have a Kimono Garden Quilt number 2, designed by Heidi Pridemore. And this is a little more muted with a lot more of the gray and just pops of the brown, but also a lovely quilt. So this is Kimono Garden. This is by Pippa Moon. Ships in December, and it's 12 SKUs. All right, Peekaboo, I see you. This is the only flannel line that we will be doing on this drop. This is by Diane Eichler. This is the second line by Diane in this drop. The other one was Count With Me. So this one's really sweet. It's 12 SKUs, and it ships in November. 2-ply flannel. Check it out. A flannel 24-inch panel, a little kind of hexagon, some dots, little bears in the circles, bears on the stripe, bears in the squares. So we have 2 color stories, 2 distinct color stories. You have the kind of yellow, orange, light green, and then you have the purple, pink, and orange. And then, of course, we have our Cuddle flannel solids that coordinate with this line perfectly, and you have them here as well. Those are not included in the case pack. If you buy the whole collection, you can get 12-yard cuts. All right, so let's talk about the projects. First up, we have the Peekaboo quilt. This is the one using the panel. We have it in the 2 color stories. This is designed by Heidi Pridemore, and this is 45 by 48. And then next up, we have the Peekaboo quilt number 2. This is more of a striped quilt, and it's by Heidi Pridemore as well. And this one is 40 by 50. All cute quilts. I'm sure the kids will love this. And with our yummy 2-ply flannel, which is so soft and delicious, I'm sure the kids are going to love sleeping in it and staying nice and warm. So this is Peekaboo by Diane Eichler, 2-ply flannel, 12 SKUs, shipping in October. Well, this one's called Small Talk, and this is a 108 line. These lines were meant to go together. Small Talk is a little quilting line that is in blacks and whites and beige, and then the 108 line is more colored grounds with kind of a needle and thread going throughout. But so let's go through the Small Talk first. This is 22 SKUs. It ships in October, and we feel that this will be a good basic. But so basically, so you have the beige, the gray, and the black. You have everything in 3 colors. So you got your little cutter, rotary cutter, pins, scissors in that one. You have your little washing instructions that are kind of in the insides of my shirts. Don't really know what they mean, but I know they're inside my shirt. Then you have your little alphabet word hunt for words related to quilting and sewing, your scissors, your words, which, as I mentioned before, have been very popular, your pins, and then your needle and thread. But here what we have is we have the labels. These are kind of neat. You're seeing this a lot in the marketplace. And I have a bigger piece of this. It says handmade and made with love and sewn for you, all kinds of different things that you could write on a label if you're going to give the quilt to somebody. But these are really useful and definitely a lot of fun to work with. I personally think this is going to end up being a basic line because I'm sure every shop will need this. This is a staple. All the shops need a lot of different quilting designs. This card actually does not have a project on it. At the time we filmed this video in the secret location, the project was not ready. So that's Small Talk. And this is by Studioe E, and this is 22 SKUs and ships in October. So let me go back to the 108 line. This is called Needle and Thread. This is 108, and all of our 108s, as you know, are 18-yard cuts. And if you recall, I've mentioned this many times, I get very repetitive, we improve the construction of our 108 wide fabrics to 60 squares from 68. So it's a better feel, and easier to work with, but it's really nice. So basically what we have here is we have a colored ground, and then you have the thread in either white or black going throughout, and there's 8 different colors. These ship in October, 18-yard cuts. These are all, we went to one price point on the 108 wides, and this will be at that price point. And this is, we expect it will be around for a while. All right, last but not least, Wings and Things. This is 16 SKUs, ships in November. And this is really a bright line, almost fluorescent. And here we have another 36-inch panel, which, as I mentioned before, are great to just put some backing on and make an easy bed-sized crib quilt. And we have a nice argyle, and then the owls in little clouds, little bees, which have been really popular in Utah because that's the bee state. And then we have running yardage, some butterflies, and then you have kind of like a toile in these orange and pink and purple. They're toiles of different animals. We added onto the cards now the repeat size, so I know that's helpful for a lot of quilters and the quilt shop owners, so that's there too. So let's talk about the projects. First up, Wings and Things quilt number 1. This was designed by our own Megan Downer, and it uses the panel right in the middle. And then we have Wings and Things quilt number 2. This was designed by Heidi Pridemore, and this is a piece quilt. This is 60 by 82. So this is Wings and Things. This is by Small Factory, 16 SKUs, ships in November. And let me just show you the panel. 36-inch panel. It has the owl and the little toucan and butterflies. It has all the motifs that are in the line, the argyle as well, and really great color, popping purple. Hope you like it. So that's it. I got 12 lines, and I will be at the quilt market. I'd love to see you for an appointment. Come see me. Come make an appointment with our reps. Make sure to go to our website. We have tons of free projects there. Check out my blog, Tales of a Fourth Generation Textile Executive. And that's about it. Thank you for listening. Thanks for your time. Take care. Bye.